I've noticed that so many marriages or so many marriages that end in divorce, the divorce becomes so messy because the way that the marriage got to that point. Whereas like now it's just meanness and ugly and horrible stuff. So for them to have a divorce or to get a divorce, it is what it is. We don't know what happened behind closed doors. Assalamu alaikum, peace, guys. It's your coach, Coach Nyla, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. And on this channel, we create videos that help people to improve their marriages. We also do different types of reactions and responses and things like that. But we do focus on polygyny because it's not getting this fair airplay. Now, not that all of our videos have to deal with polygyny, but we do have a heavy focus on that because, of course, as I stated before, it doesn't have a lot of its fair share of tips and ideas and just the fair airplay that it should have as another form of marriage. So if that is something you guys like to have some more information about, that you guys want to subscribe to and get some good videos and tips on, then make sure you subscribe here and hit that like button and that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. So yes, and it's just me in this video, but sometimes you will see my co-wife, you'll see our husband, or you will see us all together or a mix of the two. Hey, so you don't know what you're going to get, but if you subscribe and hit that notification bell, you will. So anywho, in this video, I'm going to discuss what I feel about the divorce of Tia and Cory Hardrick, or Tia Mowry Hardrick and Cory Hardrick. And those who don't know who they are, that's fine. They are celebrities, and not that I follow a lot of celebrities, but when I was a little kid, I used to watch Sister, and even before they were twins. Before they were twins, when before the twins became as big as they are, they had a little singing group, and I used to watch them, and I used to try to pretend like I was part of the group with them, all of that other stuff. So my knowledge and my following, I guess I would say, of Tia and her sister Tamara goes back a long, long time. So when she got married, I thought that was a beautiful thing, especially to who she got married to, because I've seen him in a number of different things, number of different videos, movies, and things that I enjoyed watching. And just their whole demeanor together was just beautiful as a couple. I used to watch a show that used to be on called Black Love, and they did their segment on Black Love, which was a cool thing, and it was beautiful just seeing their different personalities blend and mesh well together. But see, that's the one thing that we just don't know. I've heard this over and over again with everything that glitters isn't gold. We may think something looks good on the outside, and in the inside it could be falling apart. It's a lot of different things, a number of things that came out even with the whole Will and Jada thing. And we talked about that in a video in the past, where, celebrities may look like they're good on the outside. And it could be not even celebrities, it could be other couples, other marriages that look good on the outside, but in the inside could be just falling apart. And that's one of the things why we decided to do what we did with OPR and create this platform, because we wanted to help people before they decided to call it quits, when they were going through some issues, to see if they could reconcile. As far as what is stating in the divorce decree or whatever the case may be with Tia and Cory, it states is irreconcilable differences. I really believe that when they allowed that to be a reason to divorce, a justifiable reason to divorce, I really felt that it caused people to not really want to work things out or not even push harder to work things out in their marriage. Now, don't get me wrong. There may be reasons why you just are not going to, work it out. Divorce may actually be the answer, and that may have been the case for them. It's just looking at that. They were married for 14 years. They've been together longer than that, like over 20 something years. And now they have 2 children together, if I'm not mistaken. And it's quits. Not that you have to stay together for the children, anything like that, but just looking at different things and how they portrayed their lives, it's like, wow, what happened that was that bad for you're not able to work it out. And that isn't any of my business. It's just those type of things where, yes, I am, the person, not just the coach, but the person who feels that, what we do have to be responsible for our own parts and how our marriages play out. Whether it's the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever, we are responsible for our part. And I heard a reporter or a person who was also doing a reaction or a response to this news, and they made the comment of that, you may think that things look good on the inside, and it looks, it don't look that way. It's not always that way. Of course, everything that glitters isn't gold. And the thing that where you may have just outgrown the marriage. That was the interesting thing of the term of outgrowing a marriage. I made a comment before about not growing together, when you don't grow together. And does that mean that the person actually outgrows the marriage? I don't even know. I didn't even think about that saying that deep on that type of level. I guess it's not a way profound thing, but the part of stating that if you didn't grow together, if you're not growing in the same direction, do you actually outgrow the marriage? Are there other ways that you can look at each other and find fulfillment within each other? Where did that road lead? Like, when did you figure that it was a point of no return? And then it's like, okay, now we just call it quits. Was it something that could have been seen before you got there that said, okay, well, maybe we should work on this and maybe we could work on that? Maybe those were things that were worked on and say, well, it's just not happening. So that's the interesting thing. And to look at that couple, a couple that seem to have had it together and are doing their thing, and they seem to still be friends. And she stated that, Tia stated that, she said, they had prenups. They want to have joint custody or co-parent have joint custody and co-parent their children. And it looks like everything could just be, a pretty clean divorce, nothing crazy, messy and everything like that, which is a good thing, because in Islam, it's if you are divorcing, if it's a need for divorce, it's told to part with kindness, leave each other in kindness. And I've noticed that so many marriages or so many marriages that end in divorce, the divorce becomes so messy because the way that the marriage got to that point, whereas like now it's just meanness and ugly and horrible stuff. So for them to have a divorce or to get a divorce. It is what it is. We don't know what happened behind closed doors. I know someone tried to put out there that he was cheating on her. He shut that down real quick. She never said that he did. She said it was irreconcilable differences. And he shut it down and said, I never was unfaithful to her. Maybe the personalities didn't mesh as well as it looked as though they were meshing. So it's a lot of different things that could possibly happen. But that I'm just stating that to say that if you are married to someone and the way you got married is in a way that, you wanted to build and grow, and you've been building and growing and things like that, make sure that you're minding your marriage, because it could be a number of different sources. And I know being a celebrity is not easy in itself, but to have your marriage life, your personal life, your parenting life, all of that stuff thrusted out for everybody to see is not an easy thing to deal with. So you want to have the privacy. You want to be able to just live your life. And then you have so many people questioning what happened and how did it happen. So if you are in a marriage and you got married in a way that, you know that you wanted to grow, before things get crazy and out of hand, because life has a bunch of challenges and changes, and marriage is no different. Being able to sit there and be with a person and say, well, how are we going to work through this? Where did, it go crazy? Where did it turn left? Because this is what we looked at. This is how things looked before, and this is where we are now. Can we grow together? Can I be okay with you growing in this way and I'm growing in that way, and we can meet for things that we can connect on, type of thing. And we discuss that so much, and we train on that in our polygamy masterclass. Even though it's called our polygamy masterclass, the things that we teach can work for any type of marriage, but it is a focus on polygyny because polygyny has a different dynamic. It's more people involved. So the dynamic is different. In addition to that, we do have our inner circle, where it's our private community that we can deal with others and we can get information from others. And it's a safe space. We can get that information of how, if we're having some issues, if we're having some problems, some challenges, some insecurities or some uncertainties, we have other people that can help us along the way. I don't know what to say about that. It is actually saddening in a way because, when you see people looking as though that they living a beautiful life and having a beautiful marriage, you want that to continue. You don't want people's marriages to fail, especially when you have children involved as well. And not saying that you should stay for the children. It's just that it's a heartbreaking thing when something so beautiful as a union in marriage ends in a divorce, and the reason is irreconcilable differences. So, and this seems to be two great people that could have been very well for each other if they just knew how to navigate through the muddy waters. I don't know. So that's my 2 cents or 10 cents or $1. And hey, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share, because sharing is caring. And in the comments, if you guys are familiar with the story, let me know your thoughts about the news of that, or if you have any type of ideas or thoughts about the irreconcilable differences when it comes to divorce. What does that actually even mean? Like, you just couldn't come up to a conclusion. Can you get past that? Can you grow past that? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you have not joined our community, make sure you check the link in the description and meet us over there in our troll-free zone. And until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. It's Coach Nyla. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
We are also the authors of the new ebook, The Polygamy Roadmap. 2 different roadmaps, one specifically for men and the other
for women.
Naturally. So no matter where somebody is in their journey, whether they're considering it and what's required, especially men I'm talking to, I share the 5 requisites on really what it takes to build a healthy, successful polygynous family unit. So with that being said, make sure if you're a man and if you're serious, not just curious, you take action and get it today.
And in the women's polygamy roadmap, we talk about the different feelings that women might go through with emotions of fear, challenge, betrayal, jealousy.
Yes, and we give you some good insight as well as tips, anecdotes, as well as some of our stories of struggle in the polygamy roadmap too for women. And you will find out really how to have a type of confidence in yourself after reading this. I'm truly, truly in the mindset that you would anyway.
Indeed. So do what you got to do. And that means go to polygamyroadmap.com, grab your copy. We look forward to you benefiting from it and joining us in our private community. With that being said, Assalamu alaikum.
Peace.